Hey Virgo, I'm Jade. Welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Happy to have you. I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading for all of you for the week of March 10th to March 16th of 2021. And Virgo, it's going to be a vast reading, so it applies if you have a sun, moon, or ascendant in Virgo, or you can also apply this tarot card reading to wherever you have Virgo in your birth chart. But Virgo, whether you're new to the channel or you're returning back to the channel, I'm happy to have you. And I just want to thank all of you too, just for checking it out, for liking, sharing, all of your lovely comments, and of course for subscribing too. I really appreciate it. So thanks so much. I really enjoy doing the readings for all of you, so I hope you guys are enjoying them too. And if this is your first time on the channel and you haven't done any of those things at all, I'm still stoked to have you here. And if you like the reading, definitely feel free to subscribe. And I hope all of you decide to hang out with me until the very end. And for those of you that do, I thank you in advance. So this is for Virgo, March 10th to March 16th of 2021. And I'll be doing the Celtic cross spread for you guys this week, Virgo. If you're unfamiliar with that spread, it's 10 cards. It'll give you a general overall view of your week, a challenge for you, what brought you there, what you're thinking about, where you guys are personally this week, anything on the outside that might be helping or hindering you, what's coming up in the near future for you, any hopes and fears that you may have, and then of course an outcome too. So this is for Virgo, March 10th to March 16th of 2021. And yes, the cards may say these things, Virgo, too, but everything isn't set in stone just because everybody has free will, too. So, and then just remember to take what makes sense from the reading, Virgo. Anything that I'm saying that's just confusing, you're just like, Jade, I don't know what you're talking about, it's just probably not the message for you, just because it's a vast reading. But just a friendly reminder there for you, Virgo. But I'm sure the majority of you know that and do that. So, with that being said, this is for Virgo, March 10th to March 16th of 2021. And I just hope you guys are doing great. Wherever you may be, wherever on the planet you may be, Virgo, I hope you're doing splendid. All right, so I'm going to cut the deck here for you, Virgo. Then we'll get going. So this is for Virgo, March 10th to March 16th of 2021 for the Virgos. There we be. So let's get rolling on your reading, Virgo. Let's dive in. So the first card we need for you is the general overall theme of your week, March 10th to March 16th of 2021 for Virgos. What's the theme of the week for the Virgos? What's rolling here this week? You guys came into your own reading straight out the gate here. You got the Hermit card, the Virgo card of the tarot. You got it in reversal though. But still, nonetheless, here you are, made an appearance, just waiting. You guys were just waiting out there, waiting within the deck, waiting in the wings here, Virgo. I absolutely love that. Sorry, my nose is really itchy right now. Okay, must mean something. Vibing. So, the Hermit in reversal, like I said, Virgo, this is your card here, your type of energy, and this is a major arcana card here, universal moment, a major shift here, okay? When they show up, it's like you're coming out of your shell here this week. This is what you're doing. You've done the self-reflection, you've done the self-isolation, you've done all of that. So now it's like you're busting out here. It's a time to move, time to shake here. Not a time to sit, okay? It's a time to come out of the shell. Like, coming out of the shell so you can, put everything into place, what you've been thinking about, what you've learned about yourself, what you've been reflecting about. And two, it's like, you've found the light inside that illuminates you. So now it's like you're carrying that and you're following it. You can see the lantern there as well, with the Hermit in reversal, on the move. Not saying it has to be super fast or anything, but it's like a time of action here. Because it's like, yeah, you know what you need to do. Because you've reflected on it. You've already been thinking about it. So now it's time to do it here with the Hermit in reversal. I just love that popped out for you right away. You're like, I'm here. Okay, Virgo, we see you. So let's see what's crossing that. Let's see what's crossing the Hermit for Virgos this week. What's the challenge for you guys? Oh, okay. Wow. The Three of Swords here is what's crossing you. Okay, like, I could see why you guys were self-reflecting while you were in that shell here, because there's a loss here that's crossing you with the Three of Swords. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius type of energy. There's some sort of heartbreak, sorrow here. Letting that go, getting through that moment. Because yeah, you've already reflected on it. So it's like now really pushing yourself through that loss and that sadness and that sorrow. For some of you too, dealing with some sort of, gut-wrenching, like betrayal type of moment. For others of you too, this is legit, like, I get a sense that somebody out there that's watching, you're younger, like you're younger, like teenager, possibly like in your late teens, maybe early 20s, like you're leaving home, okay, you're moving on, like, not saying like it's just you're going out on your own now, like getting your own place, going to school, going off to college, moving out of like your family home, like, not leaving your family completely, but it's kind of like you're a baby bird that has your wings now, so you're leaving the nest here for some of you now. Now for others of you too, you could be like a parent that's dealing with that as well here too. And that is some sort of like loss and heartbreak for you, like, watching your child leave home, on to their next venture. They're not going to be around all the time anymore. That could be difficult, very much so. Yeah, and for others of you too, just you've reflected on some sort of heartbreak and some sort of loss that you've had, and it's like really like, okay, let's I've thought about it, like my emotionally, I've gone through it, so now it's like I have to do like, the physical action of getting through that completely. Like, I'm just getting a sense of like, maybe for somebody that went through a breakup or something, like, getting rid of like something that your ex-partner still has at your house or something like that, like throwing it away, like really moving on from that, like really moving on, and realizing, when you get through the heartache and the sorrow, there's sunny skies and like clouds parting, and following your your lantern, that inner light that it's illuminating you there. So the Three of Swords crossing the Hermit in reversal. For some of you too, coming out of a stage of being very, very, very sad, very, for some of you too, very, dealing with a betrayal, really being stabbed in the heart by somebody, and it's like taking control of your life now, even though that happened to you, even though you did go through that, coming out of that. Okay. So let's see what the root of the situation is for you, Virgo. What is the root of the situation for Virgos? Look at this. You got the King of Wands, upright, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type of energy. The root of this is you going after what you want here. Taking charge of your life here with the King of Wands. Like I said, fire energy here, older masculine type of energy, father figure. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but the root of this situation is being assertive, being bold, being courageous, knowing what you want and going after it and getting it. Because that's what the King of Wands does. Again, they're very assertive, they're very passionate, okay? They're very courageous, very bold. Like, they're taking charge. Seriously, they know what it is. Like, they got their eye on the prize and they get it. So that is the root of your situation here. That's awesome. It's like going after and getting your life too. Again, following your lantern, letting that inner light, illuminate and guide you here. Following your life's path here too. That's awesome. So let's see what's been in the recent past here for you, Virgo. What's been in the recent past for Virgos here? You had 2 cards pop out here. So it's been in the recent past here for you. You got the 5 of coins. This is your type of energy, Virgo, or this is Taurus or Capricorn, okay? Maybe for somebody out there, you were in a partnership with a Capricorn or a Scorpio. Capricorn, Scorpio, or Aries here for somebody. So in the recent past, now for all of you with the 5 of coins, feeling left out, very much so, on a situation. Feeling left out in the dark, okay? Feeling not included in a situation at all. Like you're kind of like out there, like, okay, I'm the only one out here and everyone else is on the inside, and you're looking in, you're like, why am I not a part of that? Why am I the only one out here? Okay? That's not fair. I don't like that. Okay? I don't like not being included. I don't like not knowing what's going on here. So I can see why, at the root of this, you're taking charge, okay? You're like, fine, okay? You're not going to include me in a situation. I'm not going to be included. I'm going to make my own luck here. I'm going to go after and get what I want myself. Like, I don't need you. I'll do it myself. Here. Or figuring out too, like asking, why aren't you including me? Okay? Like getting to the nitty-gritty of it all. You know, because you guys are ruled by Mercury, so like talking it out with somebody as well here too. So the next card that came out for you is what's crowning you, what you're thinking about here, what you're trying to ascend to here. You got the Emperor in reversal. Aries energy. Mars energy as well here too. And if you look, the Mars symbol here, our energy planet, how we expedite, and it did just leave Taurus as well, too, your sister sign. So it's in Gemini now, which is more action here, because it's in detriment in Taurus. Mars, it's like in the recent past, so it's challenging, like Mars and Taurus, because it's like Mars doesn't really necessarily like being there, for example, because Mars is opposite of Scorpio, and Mars naturally rules Scorpio. So it being opposite in the sign that's opposite of that, it can be challenging. Okay, I'm kind of veering off here a little bit, but so what's crowning you? There is stability here for you for sure with the number 4, but what you're trying to ascend to here, what I'm seeing is like letting go of complete and utter control here of everything around you, okay? Letting go of control of things that you don't have control of is what I should have said there for you. Because you guys are taking control here and going after it is what you want and being assertive about it for sure. But there are other things. You can't control everything. You can't. And it's like a realization of that here too. We saw 1333 as well, 333. Okay. And I'm seeing for some of you too, it does have to do with like a child leaving home, okay? Or you know, moving on in their next stage of life. Like you know, you parent that you can't control them, you can't hold them, you know, you can't control them forever, you know. So I am seeing that for somebody out there as well too. And that's challenging. That's challenging, okay? Because it's like a little bit of a loss of like some sort of authority that you had, okay? And for some of you too, maybe it's a little causing you to be a little angry or maybe a little sad too. But a realization that you can only control what you can control, and there are some things that you can't. And just realizing that, and that's just the way that it has to be, okay? And not getting, you know, doing your best to accept that as well, okay? Because that's a major arcana card here. Aries energy, Mars, all right, another universal moment. Getting a big sense too of like, that's crowning you, that's what you're thinking about, that's what you're trying to ascend to, is again, being okay with the fact that you can't control everything. You just can't. That's life. being okay with it. But the root of the situation is going after what you want and controlling what it is that you can control. Because I do see the Emperor and the King of Wands as like brothers or like uncle, nephew, okay? Or like their siblings. I just saw 1515 as well. Okay, very similar entities as well. Let's see what's coming towards you, Virgo, in the near future. What's headed your way, March 10th to March 16th of 2021? What's in the near future for the Virgos here? What's coming at the Virgos? What's coming at you here in the near future? For Virgo. What's coming at you? These are too many. I think. Let's see. I'm tapping into your mutableness here, Virgo. We're going to roll with it. 4 cards came out for you. Right after the Emperor, number 4. Throwing that all over the place. Alright. Alright. Okay, let's roll with it. Cool. Mutable. Tapping in. So, in the near future, look at this. What's coming in for you? My nails are kind of short right now. You got the Justice card. Libra energy, okay? Going from the number 4, which is crowning you, to what's coming towards you, the number 8. Infinity. That's really nice to see. Libra energy there for you as well, Virgo. Things being brought into balance for you here with the Justice card, which is absolutely amazing. And this is another major arcana card here. Another major shift here for you. 1, 2, 3. Half of your cards right now that we've looked at are major arcanas. Big shifts here happening for you. This is justice being served to you. Point blank. This is a return on your karma here. This is a cause and effect here of your behavior. And in a good way. Justice being served to you. For some of you, too, that actually have to go to court, you know, you're dealing with some sort of, like, courtroom setting, like with a lawyer, you know, judge, whatever. The ruling will be made in your favor here. And everybody involved will be treated fairly, okay, with this card showing up. But in general, for all of you, your life being brought into balance here, okay? And again, your karma returning nicely here for you. And that's like... it's justice being served to you. It's like the universe serving it up to you here on a silver platter. Again, because it's karma. Your karma returning nicely here for you. It's amazing. Love to see it. So, where you guys are right now, the mirror card. If you were looking in a mirror right now, where you would be. You're at the 4 of Cups in reversal. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type of energy. Another 4. Stability here for you. Again. Stable, okay? You guys are mutable, but you're stable because of that earth element within you as well, okay? All about stability, all about practicality, okay? What's logical, all right? It's like what you can see, what's tangible here. So it's like there was some sort of offer, okay? And you accepted it here. You realize like there's help at hand, okay? And there's some sort of offer being made to you, and you accepted that, okay? And I could see for some of you too, it's a realization of you can only control what you can control, and you can't control everything around you, and accepting that as well too. And it is right next to the King of Wands. So for some of you, I could see that cup, that offer, okay, that help being offered to you at hand was just like, I can go after and get what I want. I see what I want and I can go get it here. A realization that it's within you as well too, next to the King of Wands as well. So the next one that came out for you is the outside influences here. You got Cancer energy here, another major arcana card here. You got the Chariot in reversal, okay? This is part of some things that you can't control here. You know, feeling as if things are spinning out of control because you can't control it all, okay? But it's like the chariot is moving, you're in the chariot, okay? And it's like, yes, life might be changing all around you. And again, you can't, I'm just getting huge sense for a lot of you and the majority of you that, like, when you can't control everything, you can't have, you know, like your grasp on everything, like you're feeling like, everything's losing it, there's destruction, there's chaos here. That's not the case. That's not the case, okay? Now, for some of you, people that are around you, there could be, for them, they could be feeling like there's a loss of courage here. There's like no like moving forward here. But it's just like it's like you're not letting that like hinder you too. And I can see for some of you that are dealing with, like, if you're the child that's leaving home, or you're the parent, you know, that's watching the bird fly out of the nest here for the first time. Yeah, they're gonna go through some struggles. You know, it's not all gonna be easy, and you gotta kind of just let them go through that. You know, it's like you gotta just let them live their life. You can't protect them forever. You know, you just gotta. It's just the way that it is too. Okay, with the chariot in reversal here. Now, for others of you too, there could be you could kind of feel like a little bit of that chaos through osmosis here, in a sense, okay? Because you're coming out of your shell now, only to maybe kind of see like, whoa, there is kind of like, you know, the chariot, like the horses are, you know, driving the chariot, like the driver isn't actually driving there. Okay, but it's just like that's what's going on around you, and it's like you got to stay tried and true again to you and your situation, even though maybe there's a little bit of like destruction around you. Okay, or yeah, the horses have left, you know, unhitched themselves from the chariot, only to leave the driver there being like, the horses got away. Okay, but yeah, that's what's on the outside here. It's like you're kind of looking at that happening. All right. For somebody, it could be somebody dealing with a car issue. Just throwing that out there as well here too. Or somebody around you is dealing with like difficulties with their vehicle. Yeah, okay. I'm going to keep going. So the next one that came out for you is the hopes and fears. You got the King of Coins. Stability here. That is what you are hopeful for. And this is your energy, Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, too. It's just like you're hopeful for a firm foundation in finances, in business, in career here. And like the King of Coins is a very like generous individual, because they're secure in themselves. They're secure in themselves with their personality, okay? And they're secure in their finances and their material items. So the money that they offer, the advice that they offer, it's coming from a very good place, because they have more than enough. So they're willing to give as well. So you guys are so hopeful for being to be in this situation, to sit on the throne that the King of Coins sits on. Very hopeful for that. Very prosperous too. And it's a very business savvy individual too. And it's all about stability as well. Hopeful for that stability. Okay. And for somebody, this is like you're the parent, and this reading is like for your child, or it's something like that, or like you're the child watching this, something like that for somebody out there. Okay. So let's see what the outcome is here for you, Virgo. What's the outcome for Virgos this week? March 10th to March 16th of 2021. What is the outcome for the Virgos here? What do we got? Eight of Cups. All right. I just looked at what's underneath the deck too. So look at this, the outcome, the Eight of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type of energy. progress, moving forward, leaving the past behind, leaving what doesn't work behind, okay, what no longer serves you or your highest good. And seriously, this is all about forward movement, progress, letting go, and sailing off into this new adventure or whatever it is. You know, leaving everything in the past that doesn't work for you, that isn't for your highest good, leaving that behind. Because you don't need to bring it with you. That's really, really great. That's really awesome. And I can see, again, for somebody out there that's watching, because your child is, you know, leaving home, it's what needs to be done. It's just like the natural way, and it's just like an acceptance of that too. Yeah, it's hard, making you sad too, and there's a little bit of loss there, but it's like, you know, that again, it's the just thing, it's the right thing to do here. And another 8 for you, 88 as well. Infinite possibilities. Nice. Okay, so Virgo, I just want to show you also what's underneath the deck here, the undercurrent of the entire reading. You got the 5 of Swords in reversal. There is change here. There is some sort of disruption here underneath it all. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius type of energy here. But it's a feeling of like there's no more feeling of defeat. There's no more like fighting like within or bickering with another person. It's just like it's a realization of that, and it's just kind of like, okay, like I'm not dealing with that. It's like there's no more fighting, no more like disagreements here. It is what it is. It has to be. So with the 5 of Swords in reversal, it's a realization of that. It's like, it's kind of like, you know, if everybody had like their sword in, like bickering, not getting along, or whatever it is, like you're, you know, poking at each other. It's just like, okay, why are we doing? There's no point. Okay, I'm dropping that. Like, no more fighting, no more disruption, and no more feelings of defeat here with the 5 of Swords underneath the deck. Definitely could have to do with the 3 of Swords crossing you too, that loss and that heartache and that sorrow, you know, going through that. I don't mean to laugh, but not fighting that anymore. Not fighting the changes. And again, realization, okay, for some of you too, like fighting, like maybe within yourself to like control every little thing. You know, I've got the hiccups now, but like, okay, like I don't need to be doing that, because that's like a battle that you're not going to win, because you can't control everything. You know, it's a harsh realization, but hey, you can only control what you can control. So anyway, but you're going to go out and get what you want here. Assertive. All right. And you're coming out of your shell in the hermit mode here. What's underneath? And yeah, justice will be served to you. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 major arcanas. Some big moments here for you, Virgo. But with that being said, thanks for joining me, Virgo. I really hoped you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for that. And I hope you got out of that whatever it is that you came here for as well. And I'm always here for you, Virgo. And until next time, I am sending you all the good vibes. So take care, and I'll see you next time. All right? Bye, Virgo. See you later.